This is real science. Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Look, we occasionally like to have fun here at Club Random, occasionally. So after a recording session, the team put Z-Biotics to the test. No one had to call in sick the next day. Go to zbiotics.com/random to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use random at checkout. Podcasting and radio reach more people than social media and digital combined. Think about that. More reach than TikTok, but without teenagers dancing to sell your product. Radioactive builds campaigns that reach actual human beings, optimizes them, and scales them. And yes, they're literally using audio to advertise themselves right now because they know it works. Go to radioactivemedia.com or text the word random to 511-511 because while the world may feel like it's spinning out of control, your marketing doesn't have to. In a world where trust is a rare commodity, comes the Wild Alaskan Company. They send you 100% wild-caught seafood right to your door. But here's my favorite part. No antibiotics, no GMOs, no farmed nonsense, just clean, nutrient-rich fish, flash frozen right off the boat to lock in taste, texture, and all those fancy omega-3s you keep hearing about. Go to wildalaskan.com/random for $35 off your first box of premium wild-caught seafood.
He's young. He's young.
Oh, look at you.
I got myself a
There's
young
my
man.
girl. Come on,
No.
give me a pound on that one. And then Hummingbird showed up and they wanted a piece of the action.
You're like Snow fucking White, Bill. No.
No, you held up amazingly well.
Well, thanks.
You look pretty much the same as when we, well.
But thanks.
No, really, because it is a great variance how people age. I mean, there are people who are almost the same age or the same age, and you look at them and like, wow, one looks like 10, sometimes 15 years older. A lot of it has to do with movie stars. They're out in the sun all the time.
I'm in the sun.
All the time?
I love it.
But you don't wear any sun. Well, you're Italian, right?
Yeah, but I'm see-through white. But but I just got back from.
Well, you
a
look like
trip,
you're just got a healthy tan.
I'm very tan right now. I was away for a big vacation. My first
Where'd
big
you
vacation. Go? I was in Italy for 4 weeks and then Greece.
So you've obviously have strong feelings about your heritage. Or do you? I don't know.
Yes, I do. I love being Italian. It's my favorite thing.
I mean, that's one thing I got to say about The Sopranos. Like, he did not hire one person who wasn't actually Italian that I can think of for an Italian role. Every year, even if it was a guest, Buscemi, you know, whoever was the like guest sort of like arc, even that person was Italian. Obviously, Stevie Van Sant, not Italian, but
I think he is.
Like I said, he's Italian too.
And Nancy Marchand, maybe not.
Okay, that's
I
probably
could be
right.
wrong though.
But I mean, it was. I mean, same with Al Pacino and Marlon Brando. It's like not Jamie Khan.
I didn't get a part on the show because he didn't think I was Italian enough. But because I was Italian, he asked me to play just some, the hostess. This is my favorite to just watch you drink. This is iconic for me to sit here with you. I'm going to interrupt myself.
Thank you.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking 818 in the hopes of getting the Kardashians to come on this show.
That's their booze, right?
Yeah. Chris was here, but so far, they're avoiding me. I don't know why women have a great time here. We're going to have a great time.
Well, there aren't that many chicks on your show, right?
There's not many chicks on any guy's show. This is one of the big problems with this country is that, we're just going in opposite directions in every possible way that matters. Certainly politically, we'll talk about that. But also just like gender. Like, guys are not interested in what the chicks are talking about. They're not.
What are the chicks talking about?
Who the fuck knows? I'm a guy. I don't know. I'm not interested. No, I'm kidding. But guys are much more interested, yes, in subjects that might veer into, I mean, certainly the bro shows, some of it's about protein powder and like making your dick hard, but a lot of it is political.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, to my view, is political wrong, but at least it's like on the subject. It's not just Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are getting engaged.
No.
I mean, did you see this today?
No, I don't. I don't even know.
You didn't hear that
I saw it last night because my girlfriend's staying with me, and so the news is on. The TV's never on in my house, but she was watching TV, and I was like, oh. I was like, that's cute. Like, I'm trying to. Oh, what's that?
Exactly. I'm just roofing myself.
What did you? What do you got?
I go through this every show because
Sorry.
No, it's natural for people to say. These people better fucking send me a case of steaks or like the head of Alfredo Garcia or something. I don't know, but like every week I plug this. I love it. I do like it. It's Jing. It's a way to make like just sparkling water into soda, like diet soda, but without any chemicals. Would you like some Jing?
I want to know what the hell this is. I'm going to need glasses now. Where are my glasses?
This should be called the Jing. This is like the Jing Hour with Bill Maher.
Jingling?
They used to like,
put a little jingling in your fucking cup?
Yeah, well, Jing. They used to, like name the variety shows on TV. The sponsor would be like, the Craft Hour with Danny Kaye, That's how they used to do TV. Like the sponsor got right in the name before the star.
It's funny to watch everybody that never, that is used to being on television, all these news folks, even yourself, doing your own commercials now, instead of seeing the commercials come on. And to see you guys reading the commercials, I mean, I did it once too myself, but...
You mean here because of podcasting?
Podcasting, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, HBO is such a great place for many reasons, but one is no commercials, and you don't ever have to, like, stop the show and say, and now a word from Del Monte.
Yeah. How long have you been there for now?
2002, so 23 years.
Wow.
I know.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. I know.
That's amazing.
And 9 years before that on Politically Incorrect, and... there was only a 6-month break between them. I've been on TV since '93 doing similar shows. The first one certainly was sillier, but it was still a issue show.
Yeah.
So, for all the people who hate me for all the wrong reasons, it's like, I just want to say to them, somebody appears to have liked it.
I love you.
I love you too.
I fucking love you. I'm here for it, man.
I know that we don't agree on everything politically, but nothing bugs me more than people who won't talk to people.
I know.
Or, they gave me all that shit because I had dinner with Trump.
I know.
I'm sure you saw that. And like, fuck you. I welcome your hatred. That is the stupidest thing in the world, not to talk to people, especially when it's the president. And,
I knew you would.
And I just want to ask them, is the next question that you have, or the next place we have to go, okay, so I'm not allowed to talk to the president of the United States. What about people who voted for him? Can I talk to Sylvester Stallone? Is that all right? Can I talk to you? It's like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Well, that's going around. I mean, we lost so many friends. And I don't really even care about...
Lost friends, you say?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I mean, or, I
That's
don't really...
horrible.
I have a small... But a lot of people... I mean, I've canceled, whatever. I don't really care. But... I also don't really care who the president is.
Well, you should. You should care about both. You certainly should care who the president is, and I'm sure you do care about your career. And
I did. I had a moment where it was like, holy shit, this is happening. This is real. I have to stay in my lane now. I never cared about politics.
And then you do get over it. I would say the analogy for me, mine situation is not quite as severe as yours, because you are like whitelisted, which is what they call it when they won't hire a conservative.
I'm not even a conservative. That's even
and what
the
their
more
definition.
fun part of it all.
Right.
I'm just a disruptor,
if you voted for Trump, then you're just in this category, and that's my analogy to that would be. Up until 2014, they nominated me for an Emmy 40 times. never would give it to me. I got it. I was still not woke
got it?
enough. And then after 2014, it was like, oh, we won't even nominate you anymore. And I'm like, really? I see what the competition is. Are you really telling
the
me I'm
Susan
not even
Lucci of
in that
HBO.
running? Please. It's not even close. But
Susan
okay,
Lucci.
but that's a type of a lesser cancellation. And I have the same feeling as I think you do on this, which is like at first you're like pissed about it, and then you're like, oh, you know what? I don't care. You beat that out of me. I really don't care. So if you're at that place where you really don't care if they hire you, because you still could do, you look good. You're obviously in that age range where I think actors are their best, when they've like done it for a while and they know how to like act without even getting caught at acting.
Yes. I probably was getting caught definitely in the last few years.
Really?
Oh yeah. I wasn't even, it didn't feel like a huge loss for me, except for financially. I didn't really care about it. I think I never cared about it as much after I did The Sopranos. I think I did it. I conquered it.
Right.
I won, I didn't think, I never thought that those things were important in my life, but it happened and I was there for it. And then after that, I sort of felt like, I don't know what could be better than this. I don't know
you
who
were
could be better than
key
this.
part of the show that more than any show ever got critics, not that they're always right, but they did come all over the face of that show in a way I've never seen. I mean, like
I
things
love
like
that we speak the same.
they said things like it is the greatest cultural achievement of the last 50 years. I mean,
Amazing.
and it was a very good show. I watched every episode, and I loved it, Sopranos, like so many people did. It was great. I mean, David Chase was a genius filmer.
It was brand new, too. It was a new medium to have something on cable like that.
Yeah.
They had only a couple of shows at that time.
No, it really put HBO on a completely different level.
Yeah. And it had something for everybody. I think that was the key with that show, is that it appealed to so many different kinds of people for different reasons. So you had the the critics and the elites and all of the intellectuals, and then you also had people who wanted a family show, and then you had people that loved the mafia genre. So everybody got something out of it.
Yeah.
So.
And there were also plenty of people who kept watching CSI. We're like, this is too highbrow for me.
17,000.
But look, I personally feel like I owe it something of a debt, because when you're on HBO, a rising tide lifts all boats. Game of Thrones, The Sopranos, shows like this that get more people to watch a pay cable network. Well, you can't even sample my show unless you're getting the network, unless you're paying for the... So any show like that got more people in the HBO tent
Were we the same years?
Did good for me. Very similar. I started in 2002, and I think The Sopranos was 2001.
Yeah, I always
Was that
forget
the first year?
chronology of it, but I think so. I shot the pilot in 1999.
Was it before 9/11?
Yes, because they took out the Twin Towers out of the intro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would have been bad taste.
I guess so at that
They
time.
took the Twin Towers
Now I wish I
out.
could see it.
You mean CGI'd it out?
Yeah.
Computer?
They did.
Wow. Had a great intro,
I know.
that song and riding across the bridge. I grew up there, so...
I forget that you're a Jersey boy, and
Jersey,
I
yes.
also didn't know that you weren't a New York Jew. I didn't know you were a Catholic
Catholic.
Irish boy. Was your mom Jewish?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
all right. So you're
culturally, I mean, there was never any... I didn't even know she was until I was
because usually you do what a
teenager.
mom does. You do what the mom does, and I mean.
Really?
I mean, my nieces and nephews are all Jewish, and their moms are both Jewish. Well, I guess my brother's kids, though, are
I think when they
Jews
got
for
married
Jesus
in 19...
now.
What?
They're Jews for Jesus.
Seriously?
They are.
That just makes so little sense. It really does. Jews for Jesus. Do they know Jesus was a Jew?
Yes, but I mean, just the fact that, some people are purists. They don't want to believe, I'm not going to get into the full, although maybe that's my most fun topic these days, because I totally left the whole, I don't know what's happening in the world politically, but now all I'm doing is trying to trace the origins of where it came from.
You mean spiritually?
Um, yeah, that's one of my fun topics too. But I'll probably drink this first.
But you were raised Catholic.
Just kidding. I was
have it.
raised Catholic, but nobody in my house cared about religion at all at that time.
Oh,
But I was
we cared.
obsessed with going to church myself, so I would go by myself. But there were motivations there, like make my confirmation.
You wanted to go?
I wanted to make my confirmation for
But
the
why did you want to
party.
go to church?
Well, the hot boys were there too. I mean,
Oh, I missed out on all of this.
it was a thing. And in my neighborhood where I grew up, all the Italian girls and boys, everybody was at church. And then there was my family who was trying to be progressive, I guess, in Queens, in Whitestone, in the Mafia neighborhood. And then my mom was the writer. And everyone called her the lesbian because she would dress hot and sexy. And
I always think of the awesome Billy Joel song, Only the Good Die Young, because it's the whole song is about getting a Catholic girl to put
I don't know if I ever paid attention
to that song.
to the words.
You Catholic girls start much
Yes,
too late.
that's true. Yep.
Okay. Saints and sinners have more fun. I mean, the whole thing is just about why not do it with me? You're going to do it. Catholic, get rid of the Catholic. It's awesome.
Well, I think the whole institution thing is not.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of religion has sort of just been created to keep us down from recognizing our own power.
Of course. I mean, some
But I
of
think
it.
that, but
all
that was
of it.
Jesus' message when he was talking to people. If you decode all of this stuff,
He had a great message.
yeah. But the kingdom of heaven or God is
kingdom.
within you, and that's
Yes.
not. It's not here in this church. You don't need to show up there and get into groups. What are we doing now?
We're cutting off the.
Is that weed?
I'm circumcising the joint.
Go ahead. Let's go.
Just because
I brought Quaaludes,
you want
by the
to,
way.
always light it.
Old school Quaaludes. You ready?
Quaaludes. Oh
Yeah,
my
remember,
God.
with the airplane on it.
I
With
would-
the 7. What were they called? What were the 747?
747.
Yes.
Yeah. I only did it once.
Those were my favorite.
Yeah.
FYI.
I wish they worked on me.
They don't work?
I did it once. I was living in New York, my first apartment right out of college, and some guys came over, 2 friends, and I remember we took the Quaaludes in my little shitbox apartment and walked downstairs and started walking down Broadway. I lived at 55th and 8th. And about 2 blocks in, I was over the hood of a cab. I was just out. Like Quaaludes.
You have to fight. You got to fight the high, man. You got to fight the sleep on that.
Well, there was no fighting it. They carried me back to my apartment, which 2 blocks away, and they put me on the bed, and I woke up 14 hours later with the door open. And nobody came in and robbed me. That's how poor I was. I'm sure many crooks looked in and
58th
went,
and 7th.
nah, there's nothing in here. What?
58th and 7th? Is that where you
58th
were?
and, no, 8th.
And 8th.
On 8th Avenue between 55th and 56th. So we went out of my apartment. We turned immediately left on 55th, hit Broadway in half a block, started to walk down Broadway, and in 2 blocks I was passed out on the hood of a cab. So Quaaludes were not my drug.
Yeah, I would walk up a flight of stairs and then wake up with bruises everywhere from the Quaaludes.
So you're not married?
No,
Divorced?
no,
Not divorced?
never. No marriage, no divorce. None of them. Bastard children only.
Oh, you have bastard children. Oh, that's cool. I like bastards.
Yeah,
A lot of great people have been bastards. Alexander Hamilton.
it's right.
What? Oh, yes. Oh, I could list you bastards.
My kids
But,
will sing that whole fucking musical to me.
I mean, bastard is one of those words like spinster. It just doesn't really exist anymore because nobody cares. You know, spinster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's a spinster?
I mean, so, it's a cat lady, maybe.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that? Oh, fuck, I'm going to get even more canceled now.
It's a lady who, in the days when a woman either lived with her father, her parents, her family, or the person she married. There was no in between. There was no that girl getting an apartment in the city in between living with
We
the
took care of
family.
a lot of, my aunts were all spinsters. They'd never even been with a man, and some of them lived with us.
By choice?
I don't even know. I mean, those old
Why were
Italian
they so unpopular?
neighborhoods. Oh, my poor Aunt Lena.
Why was
Did
she
love her.
unpopular like that? With
I
the
don't know. I think she was tending to all the other women in her family.
To the
Italians are
exclu-
like that. And you also can't sleep with someone when you're an Italian young lady or you're a friggin' putana.
What's that? Oh, that's a whore?
Yeah, putana. Or in Spanish, puta.
It's a good name
Puta.
for like a character.
Putana.
Putana. I'm going to use that. Oh, I came up with a new fake name for checking into a hotel.
Oh.
Yersinia pestis. Do you know what that is?
Wait, say it again.
Yersinia pestis.
Yersinia pestis.
Yes. It's the bacteria that causes plague. It's the Yersinia pestis. But people are not going to know that.
No.
So I figure
I don't know that.
Right. No, I'm saying but Yersinia, it sounds like a person's name. And pestis, you could be Hungarian, you could be anything. So I can't wait to check in under the name Yersinia pestis.
Amazing.
Mr. Pestis, call me Yersinia.
You're gonna be real stoned, man. I think I need to get stoned for Yersinia pestis. No, I can't. I haven't smoked pot since I was 37.
Why?
I was a massive pot smoker my whole life, like huge, rolling joints while I'm driving.
What
with
tragic
my
thing
knees,
stopped?
Driving with my knees, like that. I was that person.
Driving with your knees.
Driving with my knees while I'm rolling a joint. On a dirt road,
wow.
like on a quiet road, maybe in the Hamptons.
Quiet.
Okay.
I love you.
I grew up out
That's right.
in the Hamptons,
Kids.
on a quiet road, rolling my joints in my Camaro. I don't drive. I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't do any of these things
That's
anymore.
what the little pamphlet from the DMV that you get, that's what it says. It says, if you want to roll a joint while you're driving
Just use
between your knees, just make sure it's on a lonely road. A very lonely road.
It was a long
like your aunt's, a road that is just
Lena's road.
You know what most people do for fun? Drinking. True. You know what's slightly less fun? Waking up the next day feeling like you were hit by a truck made of regret and tequila. Enter pre-alcohol by Z-Biotics. This stuff is actual science. None of that olive oil enema homeopathic nonsense from TikTok. This is real science. Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. If you want to know how it works, it's pretty simple. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. Look, we occasionally like to have fun here at Club Random, occasionally. So after a recording session, the team put Z-Biotics to the test. No one had to call in sick the next day. So that's all the proof I need. Fall is right around the corner, so that means it's time to raise a glass to your favorite team, whether you are tailgating, enjoying a college game day, or watching Sunday's action on that fancy new TV. Don't forget Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink. Have a pre-alcohol before drinking and enjoy great days after celebrating all season long. Go to zbiotics.com/random to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use random at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee, so if you're unsatisfied for any reason, having to do with this issue, not your life in general, they will refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/random and use the code RANDOM at checkout for 15% off. Well, the economy's a thrill ride these days, so here's a thought. Maybe don't rely on luck. Try something that actually works, like audio marketing with Radioactive Media. They're the folks who just ranked number 20 on Inc. magazine's list of fastest growing private companies in the Pacific region. Not because they're flashy, but because they're good. Podcasting and radio reach more people than social media and digital combined. Think about that. More reach than TikTok, but without teenagers dancing to sell your product. Radioactive builds campaigns that reach actual human beings, optimizes them, and scales them. And yes, they're literally using audio to advertise themselves right now because they know it works. Go to radioactivemedia.com or text the word random to 511-511 because while the world may feel like it's spinning out of control, your marketing doesn't have to. Again, go to radioactivemedia.com or text random to 511-511. Text random to 511-511 today. Message and data rates may apply. Is she still with us?
No, she ended up going blind, but we took care of her up until the end. My mom.
Well, it's probably not healthy never to get laid, right?
I think that was the case. I don't know.
Did she die young?
No, 97.
90s.
Everyone
well, there
in
goes
my
that
house.
theory.
Everyone.
Maybe fucking takes it out of you. It probably does.
I want to live till 97. I hope I get that.
Yeah.
Maybe I
But
should stop getting
maybe
laid.
if you're chaste like that, pure, well, first of all, you probably have never had you definitely never had an STD.
Who? Oh, the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let alone Yersinia pestis.
I mean,
Because that's going around. But I don't know. Every time you get anything, it compromises your health to a degree, even an STD. Have you ever had an STD?
no, but
Never?
I used to smoke so much fucking pot that when I would do bong hits, we were the bong hit maniacs at NYU. I had fever sores going around in a circle around my face
From the bong?
from the bongs. Disgusting.
You mean just because there was bacteria on the bongs?
I don't know, man. It was
It's just gross.
very vile, but we did, and I was like, everyone's gonna catch the fucking ring around the mouth now.
But it went away when you stopped doing bong hits?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the ring. But every now and then I'll get a fever blister on my mouth if I'm in the sun too long or if I'm too stressed out.
Right. Everything is living inside you, everything bad you ever had, and your immune system keeps it in check.
We're gonna live forever, man.
We are not, but
97.
But I did have Andrew Huberman on my show Friday night, and he, nobody is more respected these days, certainly in the podcast world, for the health and
People love
wellness
him.
thing. Yeah. And he said to me in overtime something about because I said, well, I'm going to be 70 my next birthday. And he said, well, yeah.
I thought we were the same age.
But I was 50.
Oh, you look better than me then.
Oh, thanks. Well, I don't know. But, yeah, I take care of myself. But he said, you could live to 120. And, of course, there are cases of people living to 120. It's rare, but obviously it can be done. And I thought, well.
Do you want to?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
I want to. You
well,
do.
First of all, if I really could live to 120, that's 50 years for AI to have figured out how to live for. Certainly before 50 years, AI is going to have this figured out. They might do it next year.
You mean for someone's health?
For just
Preserving. They don't want to preserve people. They want to fucking get rid of us, man.
That's true too.
So there's that.
But I don't know. AI, I feel like as long as you don't insult it, I feel like it's keeping tabs.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to get to, I can't do that, Hal.
My kid is at home right now making T-shirt art for us because she refused. I was putting an Adriana image from The Sopranos through an AI generator, and she started crying. I'm like, why? Like, whatever. It's just this T-shirt that we're gonna make, and she is so obsessed with the idea of AI ruining the world. I haven't fully gotten as deep into it as I probably will sooner or later.
She's not wrong.
But she's home furious. She has 100 things to do, but she is drawing my art for the T-shirt herself because she's an insane artist.
She's not wrong.
I know.
She's smart.
I know.
We don't know which way it's going to go. And look, if it does keep people alive forever, and when I say people, I mean me, look, almost whatever else it does, I'm gonna owe it. But there is every chance it's going to ruin the world in so many different ways, including it could be something as simple as, because it's always going to be based on who programmed it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only programmed by humans who are flawed with their biases. And so, like, I just don't think it can see the full picture sometimes. And we've seen that already. And that's dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's also just going to take everybody's job.
I know.
There's going to be nothing it can't do. So we're just going to be useless.
There were the 3 pillars of I can't remember the third. I think it was
Of what?
empathy and creativity. I mean, those are the things that will keep us somewhat in the game, but that's a very select few, not empathy, but creativity, not everybody. But then I think about, were we always meant not to be working as hard as everybody's continuously working in this rat race? What if everybody is taken out of the rat race? And now we have to honor the earth and be with each other and all of the, because there's nothing left. If AI is doing all the tech shit, then what do we do? Do we communicate again?
That's a very good point. My friend Harvey Levin makes the same point when we talk about this. He says, like, where's it written that we all have to work? I mean, we just got used to that idea. But the question, of course, then becomes, and do what? And how get money to eat? You know, like,
I know.
I get that idea that, it is kind of
communism. Then there we are. We'll give you this amount of money to just let the computers run the show.
But enough about
And then we're
the mayor of New York.
What is it?
Mandani. Yeah, New York's
Did it happen? I'm out. I have been.
Yeah, you are.
I have been completely removed from it all.
Well,
I was so deep in it, and I said, "Fuck this! I can't." I can't.
You were deep in it?
I was deep in all of the politics of
From when to when?
I guess I would say COVID. You know, I kind of feel like I had no choice.
I mean,
but to pay attention.
You and I both got a lot of shit for what we said about COVID.
Yeah.
And we're not exactly on. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where you are. I mean, I get called an anti-vaxxer. It's like I get called a conservative. It's like a bullshit term from people who are way over on the other side, who see someone who's just sensible and have to make them the enemy. I'm a skeptic of vaccines, like I'm a skeptic of everything medical. One thing I love that Huberman said, and I had no idea where he was going to be on this, but it's been like behind a lot of the arguments I have with mainstream medicine people, is I said, if we knew everything we could possibly know about medicine and how the body works, like we're at 100% knowledge. Where are we actually? Like, what percentage of what we could know if we knew everything? And I said, I think most people, because we know so much more than we used to, or 100 years ago, think we got like a 90%. And I think it's like 20. And he said, I think he said 10 or something.
What we know.
Even lower. Yes. He said exactly what I've always said. We're at the infancy of understanding how the body works. Yes, we know a lot more than we used to, but until we cure cancer, we're really
I mean,
just.
who's going to do that?
Well,
That's
going to.
$1 billion industry.
Oh, you think that's why?
I mean, I think that there are.
I mean, you're not alone in thinking.
Maybe we don't cause it as much as we're causing it on top of things. I mean, it's just a.
We definitely cause it. I mean, America causes cancer. That's it. Everything we do, everything we breathe, everything we eat, stress. We're just. Look, I love this country and I love the way we are, and I don't give a fuck who knows it. And yes, we are arrogant and we are this and that, but I would take that over what other countries are. We're also rich. No one here is taking a chicken on a bus. I mean, give me a fucking break. I mean, I'm definitely not sold on this country. But it does cause cancer. It does give you cancer. Okay.
I mean, everywhere. And your constitution. Everybody's different. Everyone's fucking different.
Polar bears are contaminated. That's how much the pollution is everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. But as far as the conspiracy theory that they could cure it, but there's too much money in it, I certainly have heard that. I'm willing to listen. There's no real evidence. And there's so much money in also curing it. And I just don't think you can keep a secret like that. And I do think people are evil, but I just think it's too big a one to pull off. So I'm not on that page. I think they have methods of dealing with cancer better than they used to, but they haven't cured it. They
No.
definitely haven't cured it. But like if you get certain types versus like 30 years ago when my father got it, way better.
Yeah.
Lung cancer.
My dad too.
And I know people now have gotten lung cancer and they're doing fine. That may not last forever, but it's not like what it was when my father got it. That's still not curing it. I do think if they had it, they'd tell us. I just don't think you can keep it.
But they also just don't want us to play around with other things that
Correct.
complement.
That's true too.
Say their medicines like chemo and immuno.
Right. No. And that's one reason why, Bobby Kennedy sat there. And I mean, I like Bobby. I don't agree with him on everything. And I think he, goes too far in a lot of things. But that basic idea that he has and had from the time he was an environmental lawyer, which is that we talk about all these things that are hurting us and killing us, and some of those things are true, but the biggest one is this, the environment. And I think that's true. I mean, we live in LA where we're breathing the shit fucking plastic-filled air from the fire in January.
Oh, I know. Now, don't get me started on that topic. We'll get canceled all over again. You may not even be able to go back to HBO. I'm just kidding. I'm talking. You guys will edit the whole show to pieces.
What do you think you believe that's so controversial?
This whole thing with the pollution and look, I feel like a crazy person that I even talk about this stuff because I am not a scientist. I'm not a politician. I don't really have the kind of knowledge to be able to lay pipe down on a lot of issues. But there are just things that eat away at me. And every time that happens, I've been right about it. And one of the things that have been driving me crazy, and this is what our whole Ultra Free, my T-shirt company, is about what they've been spraying lately in the sky. Not lately. It's been going on for many, many years.
Spraying? You're talking about chemtrails?
Well, we try not to call them chemtrails, but we could call them contrails. We'll call them contrails. But it's not, there's no way to dispute what's happening anymore.
They're coming out of the ass of a plane, you're saying?
I don't know exactly how. There are a lot of planes that are outfitted with all this stuff, and then there are planes that I've heard even Kennedy say, they're coming from. There's something mixed into the. I don't know about that. I don't really think that that's the way it's happening, but it's happening, and they're trying to normalize it now. So now anybody that's been calling it conspiracy, because a lot of people have, this whole thing with AI and technology and all of this. There's no way to stop the inflow of information coming in. They can try to censor.
Wait, I got to know where the spraying is coming from.
Okay, I'll back up.
And to what purpose? What's in this? What are they spraying us with?
Because of
Jing.
It's with Jing. It's heavy metals. There's a ton of heavy metals.
But they're purposely giving us that?
Well, it's not that they're giving it to us, even though that's probably a agenda, like, this will kill two birds with one stone. But it's more about just dimming the sun because of the climate change catastrophe and all of this stuff. And there are climate deniers, climate change deniers, and everybody, it's politicized. It shouldn't be politicized.
The spraying is to dim the sun?
The spraying is to dim the sun.
Because otherwise the sun would be too bright now?
Well, I guess this has been going on since the dawn of time. Not the dawn of time, no. But what happened like in 500 AD, maybe it was, all these volcanoes erupted at the same time.
That's happened.
And it cools the earth.
Yes.
And then it blocks the sun, it cools the earth. So these scientists know that this is a way in which to mitigate the sun heating up the earth too much. And then there was the whole ozone.
But it's the opposite of what happens when the volcanoes go off. They block the sun.
They want to because of everything warming too much.
No, I mean, the volcanoes don't want anything. They just want to go off. They're like your aunt who hasn't been laid in 90 years. They are just waiting to explode, and they do sometimes. I don't know if this happened in 500 AD. It happened many, many thousand years ago. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'll have to relook at that. But
Well,
I know
they imitate it.
it
They're
has
trying to
definitely
imitate
happened
that.
where like volcanoes go off. I mean, it has happened in like fairly recent. When I say fairly recent, like a few thousand years, it did happen. Oh, I think it was the 14th century, maybe, like the 14th century, the 1300s.
6th century.
Maybe
there were like 3 big ones, and it caused a big flash freeze, I think, of a lot of. There were no crops. It was
But
catastrophic.
The 1300s, which maybe is why that number is like an unlucky number, were like the worst we've ever had, because you've had the bubonic plague, Yersinia pestis, right here. But even before that, Europe was like, they had these horrible rains that killed all the crops for like 10 years. And I think maybe this was another one of those volcano things. But when the volcanoes go off, they block the sun. You wouldn't need something to block more sun. You want to open it up. So I don't know what the spraying is about.
If the ozone is damaged from pollution and all of this stuff.
We actually healed that.
With the Montreal Protocol, but then the spraying made it worse. All of the continuous dropping of heavy metals into the air made it worse.
But the dropping of heavy metals, is that a side effect of something else that we're doing? Like it's just in the effluvium of the airplane, which, okay, we still want to fly, so we're going to put up with that. Or is it? Are you saying it's deliberate?
I think that whatever they're putting in there, which has been tested repeatedly.
Who's they?
I mean, the people that fly the planes would be pilots in the Navy. I mean, in the Air Force.
Oh, this is from military planes?
This is probably a military operation. Yeah.
Where are you getting this? This is nuts.
I know.
It's just nuts. Why do you go there? Why?
Because I definitely feel the effects of it on days that they spray, and you can see it in the sky. I mean, the truth is written in the motherfucking sky.
So you feel what? You feel worse, headaches or something?
If they're dropping that shit
But what do you
from the
see?
plane.
Because maybe I'm not looking. But
you don't see it. Okay, so
when should I go out and look, and where? Where am I looking? I'll look.
Okay.
I'll give you a benefit of the doubt. Where am I looking?
I'll tell you what, right before those Palisades fires, I knew that everything was going to go up in fucking flames.
Well, but that has nothing to do with...
They were spraying incessantly. It was unbelievable. They crisscross nonstop. It's a pattern. It's not a regular...
This is before the fire started?
Right before the fires. It's a desiccant. So even if everything's green outside, everything is now going to be coated in this layer of super combustible...
But the winds were 100 miles an hour, and they did like 8 other fucking stupid things wrong. And they had some incompetent people running things. Trust me, I got my share of conservative backlash talking about the fires, because it wasn't all... It didn't happen because of wokeness. But wokeness didn't help.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's what caused it. It was a huge amount of wind. We get this out here. That's just the facts. But of course, they should have done many things to mitigate that. They know those winds are coming. They should have, your boy was not completely wrong when he said, do more raking. Rake, maybe you should rake.
He's not my boy.
Okay.
I don't agree with everything there either. And I've always been super far to the left, so this was just about
far to the left?
Me, yeah. Oh my God.
So how come you have this reputation as someone who they don't want to talk to you because you're so on the right because of the vaccine?
I'm not on any of it. I don't fucking buy into
chemtrails,
even an ounce of it.
Whatever you want to call it, spraying, that is a right-wing conspiracy
But it wasn't. Geoengineering was always something that people on the left, the hippies, the people that cared about health and all this shit.
Yeah, that's true too.
They were the ones that cared about the environment.
No, that's an interesting point, because there's
anti-vaxxing was a thing of the left.
And still is. That's one of the interesting things about Bobby Kennedy's coalition, because it does cross over. I mean, this is Kennedy, the ultimate name in Democrats, who's now part of a Republican administration, and most of his voters, when he was running, were Republicans, because But yes, there are these Maha moms. You know, these are the ladies in the Lululemons who do not want any sort of.
They shouldn't wear the Lululemons. It's all toxic fucking material.
Really?
That's what I heard. I don't wear that shit, so I don't know.
Lululemons? Did they get sprayed?
No, they're supposedly all the stuff they make their stuff. I don't fucking know.
If I can't trust Lululemon not to put
don't wear your Lululemon yoga
poison
pants,
in my cooch, then what is this country coming to? Things are so terrible.
It really is.
Buying seafood at the store is kind of always a gamble. Is it fresh? Is it farmed? Is it even fish? In a world where trust is a rare commodity, comes the Wild Alaskan Company. They send you 100% wild-caught seafood right to your door. Sockeye salmon, Pacific halibut, Pacific cod. It's like having an Alaskan fisherman personally show up at your door, minus the yellow slicker and lingering scent of fish guts. But here's my favorite part. No antibiotics, no GMOs, no farmed nonsense, just clean, nutrient-rich fish, flash frozen right off the boat to lock in taste, texture, and all those fancy omega-3s you keep hearing about. And they do it sustainably, supporting healthy oceans and the communities that depend on them. The Club Random crew tried their coho salmon the other night. The feedback was clear. Perfect color, perfect taste, and no one had to risk their life in a West Hollywood supermarket parking lot. Not all fish are the same. Get seafood you can trust. Go to wildalaskan.com/random for $35 off your first box of premium wild-caught seafood. That's wildalaskan.com/random. Thanks to Wild Alaskan Company for sponsoring this episode.
But the geoengineering thing was always a super liberal
You're right.
issue.
I mean, it is funny the way people...
It's been a big switcheroo. Everybody's it's inverted politics.
There's lots...
But it's like mind control.
There's lots of inverted
it's
politics.
Mind control.
I don't know about that, but your point about inverted politics, this goes on all the time. I mean, I've talked about this a lot. When I started doing this back in the days we were just talking about, the people who were the no laugh, nothing's funny, stick up their ass people were the conservatives. And now it's the woke.
I know.
They're the ones who are no fun, buzzkills, scolds, hypocrites about all this kind of shit.
Is the woke thing still even happening?
Yes, it is
because
not.
I haven't been paying attention.
Here's how you know it's happening, because they made Cracker Barrel.
Oh, I heard about this.
And Cracker Barrel today.
What was the new logo they tried to have?
Well, just the words. They got rid of the barrel and the cracker. Okay.
So it's barrel?
No, they just got, there was a picture of a guy and a cracker standing by a picture of a barrel and a cracker standing by the barrel. Now they just went to the words Cracker Barrel. They said, no, we hear you, we're going back, and we're showing the cracker.
What's the fucking cracker? Like an actual cracker?
No, a guy who's a cracker.
A guy who's a cracker?
Yeah, a fucking...
A redneck?
Yes.
A cracker-ass cracker.
It's called, Drea, it's called Cracker Barrel. Okay,
I didn't know that it meant that the person was just a cracker. Like, I didn't know that it was that.
Yeah, that's what Cracker Barrel is.
So stupid.
It's a place where crackers go. And I've never been there, but I assume they sit on a barrel and have dinner. I assume
I'm dying. I've been to many of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
Where are Cracker Barrel? I've never even seen one.
Because I would drive cross country so much.
Oh, you must, because I was on the road for 40 years.
They never took you there. Because you look like a New York intellect.
No, but I would have seen it driving from the airport to the hotel to the gig.
You got to look for your Cracker Barrel.
Maybe I must have seen them. I just don't remember. I remember other like rednecky things that you only see.
Waffle House.
Circle K, things that you like never see.
Whataburger.
What?
Waffle House is a big one.
Waffle House. I mean, Denny's is everywhere, but I would say it's more in Marietta, Georgia. Certainly every place has a Cheesecake Factory.
That's...
What?
That's not crackery.
No, I'm just saying there's some things you see
crackery.
Everywhere.
Now that I know what the fucking Cracker Barrel's
Olive
all
Gardens.
about. That's for Italians. That's for redneck.
How would you-
rednecks that want Italian.
How would you rate olive? Is that
I've never been.
because it's not authentic enough for you? You'd just
I
be
don't
like,
know. I probably would not.
You'd be
No, I
appalled.
won't like it. Listen, I just went to Italy and I was not thrilled with the food.
are they spraying over there, or is
No,
it just America?
that's the thing. I was trying to ask this guy who was like the expert on it, and anybody that wants
The
to.
expert?
Well, there's a movie called The Dimming, and you'll probably be interested to understand what some of it's
A
about.
documentary?
Documentary called The Dimming, and it's on Geoengineering watch.org. And the guy that's been doing all the research is an environmentalist. And he came upon it because he was trying to understand why his solar panels weren't working. And they weren't working because the sunlight at certain times is being completely blocked. But then beyond that, it's killing a lot of stuff.
So how-
There's no bees here. We have no bees in California right now.
I got 2 nests right back
You
there.
do?
Yes.
Oh, you
And
better don't kill them.
I don't.
Don't
I
kill
know.
'em.
I'm totally on the bee page.
Oh, you are? Okay, because that's a big part of it. They can't handle what is coming down from above.
I could not be more on the bee page. But I'm not sure it's from the spraying, but it is definitely from all the kind of environmental damage we do. I mean, they're sensitive creatures, and I very often see one walking. And when I do, I almost want to cry because bees are not supposed. If the bee is walking,
That's really cute, Bill.
why?
I don't know. I like that you're talking about
Oh, it's so
walking.
sad. No, really, a bee should never be walking. I just want to. I don't know whether to put him out of his misery and just quash him, or just.
You should smoke some weed, sit down, and talk to him.
I was going to do that. I
you
was going to
fucking
talk.
sit
I
there
was
and
going
talk
to be
to him
like,
about.
bro, I feel your pain. I do. I mean, it's just so wrong what we're doing, and I feel terrible about it. I mean, I didn't personally do it, but I'm sure I'm not helping as much as I could. And I used to take a private plane everywhere. I feel terrible. But, life goes on. But, this is probably apocryphal, but they said it's out there. I don't know if it really happened, that Einstein said, when the bees die, humans have 4 more years left because the
seen
bees
that.
pollinate the food.
Yes.
We need, but look, they're not
There's
all
70% down here.
they're not all gone. I mean, I was sitting today because I don't know how much sun we're blocking, but trust me, at 1 o'clock today, we weren't blocking much of it. It
No,
was
today they
fucking
didn't spray.
hot out. Oh, good. I got a non-spray day. Yeah, I was out there and I'm sitting just where that pole is, like very close, there's a bush. And I could just sit there, watch all day, and it's just filled with bees going from one to, and I'm like, I watched it for like a half hour, and I'm like, guys, you must have drained everything you could from this bush. I mean, you've been at it for so long, and you keep going. It looks like you're going in the same one, and there's 1,000 of you, and then hummingbirds showed up, and they wanted a piece of the
shit,
action.
You were like Snow fucking White, Bill. Yeah, buddy.
That is exactly that is
I
exactly
want to
who I am.
know what you're fucking smoking, and are we about to fucking start eating mushrooms right now?
This right here. I'm just smoking this right here. This I grow
I've been
right
smoking
here.
weed.
There are bees probably circling this right now outside.
Nothing by my house. Nothing.
What do you mean
can't
nothing?
believe-
Nothing
No
what?
bees, and they used to come sit with. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Well,
And they would come sit with me
don't
while I
have,
smoke.
Well, you need plants that attract them. They'll come.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not.
Everything's dying at Grey Gardens these days.
They're not going to come for you.
I mean, they used to come. They would sit on me.
The bees.
I'm fucking Snow White too. I'm the Italian Snow White.
Well,
I'm Snow Blanco.
I could see selling that as a Netflix series or something. You'd actually be good. That'd actually not a bad idea. An Italian in a kind of a fairy tale role, because
You done that?
I don't think so.
Pinocchio. Think I've ever
Yes,
had an
but Snow
Italian fairy
Blanco
tale.
is kind of
Yeah,
cool.
she'll be doing coke and fucking cocking her gun every 5 seconds. That's our Snow Blanco.
Why are you feeding into those stereotypes about Italians being
I don't
violent?
Listen, part of the reason why I don't care about not acting anymore is once I started getting cast as sort of normal people, I couldn't have been more fucking bored. I didn't want to be stereotyped when I was young, but now I'm like, if you're not going to stereotype me, then maybe
I think you do care.
it's more fun.
I think you do care, and you should care. And you are not wrong to be bitter about what happened to you. It is just wrong to do this, what do they call it in the church, excommunicating of people who, yes, I don't agree with you about the spraying. That doesn't mean I don't like you.
You will, though. You will when you watch the dimming.
It doesn't mean I don't like you. I can't work with you. It's just this exclusionary attitude is just the most obnoxious thing about the left.
Yeah.
And I've said this.
With their inclusivity, with all there's going to be major psychological papers written about this time. You know that.
Oh, there already are being written.
It's going to be wild.
Especially,
looking back on it.
Especially the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, not that they didn't already hate me, the stupid woke by then, but that didn't help. And of course, now when we look back on it, there's just a giant book that came out that is saying everything I was saying at the time. That first of all, we should never have gotten rid of natural immunity, as we always thought that was the best, but they went right past that to no, everybody has to get vaccinated as much as we can get in you. Now that does look corrupt to me. But also just the collateral damage was so much worse than the thing itself. And it wasn't, masking 2-year-olds who never were going to get sick from this, certainly not die from this. They did a lot of stupid shit that I was calling out at the time and made me a very bad person.
You were a hero throughout this, I have to say, for, you know, especially working on a station that, you know, we all know all the big canopies over everything, corporate-wise and stuff.
Right.
And you talking about it the way you were, and every time it was coming out of your mouth, we were all like, oh, shit, oh my God.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Go. Because we're all Democrats in our minds, even though I'm not a political, I never voted until I voted for Joe Biden. I never voted in my life. I never believed in the system. I mean, me and my ex had a whole music video and album. It was his album, but I was involved with him making the music video about mass vaccination back in 2010. And Stephen King narrates the album. And if he would have...
Stephen King
narrated the album. He was a fan of my ex. And the whole album was about, you know, a new world order on the last night before martial law takes over. And he's the last DJing from a pirated radio station. And it's beautiful and it's amazing the way he narrates the whole thing. Shooter wrote most of it. Shooter's my ex. Stephen King is during the Bush administration, and we were so anti everything that was going on. And we believed in all the conspiracies that were, a lot of them turned out to fucking be true now. But fast forward from 2010 to COVID, and it was everything he wrote in this song, Shooter. And the music video is of my daughter waking up in her crib, and there's a TV screen over her, and there's a clown saying, wake up, wake up. And now the TV has taken over parenting, and she's looking all over the house for her parents, and the TV saying, we're gone, they're gone, everybody's gone. And there's all these images of the parents getting escorted out of the house kind of stuff. And now she keeps trying to leave the house to go outdoors. And whenever she goes to leave, there's different TV in every room. And the TV's like, no, stay here. And then look what I can do. And it blows up a car and there's war. And she's driving her little airplane into her World Trade and like all of this crazy shit. Then she gets in the bathtub for bath time. The TV goes, it's bath time. And she goes by herself to the bath in this full bathtub. And the TV's falling into the tub with her. And it's just all this propaganda and information going at her. And she's like losing it in the tub. And that was 2010. And the song is called The Summer of Rage. And he's saying in it, they're building mass graves, you and I, they'll vaccinate. And it's fucking crazy.
But you would get some vaccination?
My kids are totally vaccinated. They're over-vaccinated. This is what people don't know about me. They think I'm some crazy political freak.
This is why I
I don't
really...
give a fuck about politics. I lived in a bubble. Like,
But I hope you find a second wind to fight this. It just bugs me that people can do this. They can just look at somebody and go, okay, well, we agree on A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but then we got to H, and she didn't agree with us, or she believes this, and so you're gone. It's just so wrong. It's so un-American. It's so...
This is the way I saw it. I didn't think I had that much to lose. I was losing my home because I couldn't work, and I took a forbearance. I never worked that much. I'm a single mom. I made sure that I only took jobs that were in California. I would not leave. So I wasn't, people women my age are not, they're not just fucking throwing jobs at me.
Okay,
either,
but
I also didn't want to work that much.
Okay, if you don't want to work, that's one thing.
No, now I actually kind of do because I'm sick of the political shit.
Okay.
I'm over it. I'd rather just go be fake and do something fake for a minute.
On the work thing, I must tell you, as a show business manager wannabe, because I would be a very good manager.
I mean, you
always give people good advice here all the time. When the rocket goes up as far as yours did, in other words, when you're like on a show like The Sopranos, not just a hit show, but an iconic show.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
An Uber show. Yeah, but not so long ago that the audience doesn't remember. HBO especially HBO, has been great about, they're usually very loyal to the people who have been on shows. You see them come up all the time on other shows.
I said other bad things about them.
Okay, well, that may be a special case.
About the Jim Gandolfini documentary.
like parts come along for now women in your age range, and if it's between you, who an audience remembers fondly from this other iconic thing, and like 12 other people who could do the job, yes, you see it all the time. Yeah,
I mean my fans do love me.
It's not like if there wasn't this political stone in their shoe, you wouldn't, if you wanted to. Look at Winona Ryder, how she got a big hit show from...
But she's not talking about all the crazy
No, I know, but I'm just saying, it's not like they don't want to hire people just because, they were on this thing that only adds to it that you were on something big 20 years ago. So,
yeah.
But I hope you do find the second wind to do that, because, I see Gina Carano, you know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they, again, do we share politics? Not exactly. I don't have to. And they did the same thing to her.
Yeah.
She said something that was slightly not the one true opinion, and she had to then march off the plank. And it's just like, fuck you, who the fuck? And I forget how she fought back, but she just won some kind of big victory.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't working at the time, so it wasn't like...
But,
I mean, I was guest starring on a show that I couldn't go back to because I couldn't go back to Canada without a vaccine. Yeah, well, that's what it was. I mean, I got offered a bunch of jobs during that time, little jobs that would have kept me afloat. But when I had to say no to everything...
So when you weren't making money, what did you do?
I went into foreclosure. I was losing my fucking house. I mean, I was... For me, it was more like... I was petrified. I was petrified knowing what I knew sort of innately about the whole system and what was going on, what I suspected was happening out there. It felt like a really big fucking nefarious play for me from the very beginning. And I was like, wow, they managed to shut the whole fucking world down with this. This is way more than what anybody is thinking it is. Yeah. But I can't stop talking about the other...
Weren't you on OnlyFans? Didn't I read that?
That was people say, a lot of women...
To drive someone to that is just wrong. Unless you like it. Maybe you like it.
Well, originally I was going there to do a podcast, talk about all the shit that I was discovering about what was going on. I didn't want to be censored. And I was already being censored on another podcast I had years before called Gangster Goddess. And I was like, I couldn't even say the word COVID because we were shooting it during COVID. We weren't allowed to even use the word. So I was like, I'm definitely not going to fucking YouTube with this shit. So I'll do it on OnlyFans, and I'll just talk to men all fucking day because the women lost their motherfucking mind.
Oh, so that was what your OnlyFans channel was? You were just talking
Originally,
about...
I set it up to do that, and then I put a picture up as a placeholder, and I fucking was able to save my house within hours.
Yeah, because it's, I mean...
It went viral,
right.
like, because this old bitch from the Sopranos.
I know OnlyFans likes to, like, describe themselves as a place where, you know, contributors or content providers... well,
providers.
Yes, I mean, they
Get
say...
it right, Bill.
that they can, you know, put up anything, and there is. You can go on OnlyFans and see stuff on poetry and cooking.
Oh, really?
But yes, but
How do you
mostly...
know?
No, I don't.
Is there really some poetry on?
Well, yes.
I'm the one writing the poetry.
Well, I'm just saying, like they...
About politics.
There's just... You can do anything on OnlyFans. It just happens that men masturbating to naked women is the popular choice but yes, you can do many other things. And I mean, I don't know what you were doing to make men masturbate, but apparently it didn't have to be
I don't even know if that's
much.
what was going on my page. I mean,
well,
I
men
still
are
have
always
the page,
masturbating. You can always assume that they're masturbating.
That's true. Fucking animals. But I mean,
they kind of are.
I mean, I guess if I had a dick, I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
right. If you had a dick.
And it's always fucking, it wakes you up. Wakes you up in the middle of the night, in the morning. It wakes me up in the fucking morning.
What are you talking about? Guys like looking to get some?
I mean, my boyfriend wakes up in the morning every morning. I'm Robbie, I'm sorry. He's up there, sitting up there with a bunch of girls right now. They're all looking at him like...
So you have a boyfriend now?
I do have a boyfriend.
How long has that been going
on? 6 years.
Oh, that's great. Mm-hmm. And it's good? Works out well?
Yeah, it's good.
And you don't want to get married again?
I've never been married.
Oh, right.
I think that that's something I would like to try because I never did it. I never believed in it like you.
Me, yeah.
I know that about you. I always thought, why the fuck do you need a piece of paper? And why does it have to be government?
Right,
like the government. Fuck your government and fuck your institutions and fuck... I mean, listen, I am a spiritual person and I don't want people to get mad at me who think that I'm one thing and suddenly they hear I'm not. But I don't believe in religious institutions either. I really don't, even though I am a crazy Jesus freak, and that's I love JC because I love men with long hair and beards, and I'm a hippie like that, and that's my image that I have, which is probably totally fucking wrong and fake, but the marriage thing, I cared about it after COVID, when I went through what I went through in that time period where I felt so isolated and so alone. And I guess this is how people deduce that I might be a conservative. I sort of felt like everything was going so far left that we were getting so far away from the center of things.
That is true. That happened.
I wanted to get back to tradition. Any tradition.
I don't want to go all the way that far back. I mean, unless a tradition makes sense. But I'm all for chucking traditions when they don't make sense. Some of them do. But yes, your thing about we went too far left, I mean, that's been what I've been preaching. And of course, that is never good enough for the super woke. They have to then pretend that you are some sort of enemy, as opposed to as I say to the woke people all the time, we voted for the same person. You're just why she lost.
Yeah, I know. And I never would have moved over to the right. To me, it just felt like common sense. It had nothing to do with politics. I was like, well, this makes fucking more sense to me. This sounds more like the shit that I was raised on around my dinner table, because we were a house full of Democrats.
I can't go there with you because
not every topic.
Trump is doing things that are just too harmful to this country. And I mean, you have to really try to be stupider than the woke. But some of those things that they're doing, yeah, I mean, I'm not down with militarizing our cities and all these troops on the ground. I mean, either the police can handle the job or get better police or redo how we do police. I do think we need to we did take away the morale.
Yes.
Because again, stupid woke shit had to pretend that every policeman in America was some sort of racist assassin, and that's just not fair to the cops who do have a hard job. And there are some racists, there's some racists everywhere, and there's some shitty people doing everything everywhere. but you do need the police. What I don't need is fucking Marines doing the job of the police. I mean, first of all, I don't want them to pick up the bad habits of the police. I don't want the Marines to start eating donuts and getting like blowjobs from street walkers. I mean, that's just not what the Marines are there for.
Pounds. The New York police.
Oh, you gotta love the New York police.
I love them. I love them. I never got on board with that, but I could easily be swayed into, oh my God, are people getting hurt? Like again, I was a fucking far left liberal, man, like progressive in my mind too. If I even understand politics correctly, I don't know, but but to me now, those are just fucking pronouns at this point. Left, right, red, blue, fuck all of it. It's just me and you. And that's it. And I feel like that's what it needs to be. I have no faith in any of these institutions anymore. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Kennedy. I don't care. I mean, even though I went balls to the wall for Kennedy, and I did because of all the other things that I thought were important. And I do love the truth. I think the truth is great. But now once you get into those positions of power, you can't tell the truth anymore. So everybody's compromised and everybody's going to be blackmailed until the end of times. All these feminist ideas for me, like I have a problem with a lot of that shit. Like I don't need to fucking wear some pussy hat and run around like a maniac to prove that I am some fucking strong being.
But I bet you if you wore it on OnlyFans, it would work good.
I mean, maybe I can just
naked with a pussy
stick my
hat.
head inside my own pussy. That would be a whole other fucking thing.
But you haven't shown your pussy, have you?
No, I mean, yes.
Really?
No.
Like, you know, you're gonna have to.
Let's get back to geopolitics. Not geopolitics. Geoengineering. Jesus Christ.
But see, I don't know.
For the first time, I took my clothes off, and I haven't put the pictures out yet. I've never done it. I've never done nudity in my whole life.
Oh.
I never did it. Sons of Anarchy asked me to do it for the final episode to have sex with Charlie Hunnam.
You never did it with Christopher?
I never did it with Chris. I was always in my panties. The panties and a bra.
Panties and a bra?
Panties and a bra.
Why, that was his thing?
And I lived in panties and a bra. But HBO, there was no full nudity. And on FX, there wasn't nudity. But that show, Sons...
HBO had nudity.
Yeah, I never did nudity. I
mean, I
don't get naked in front of people normally. I'm uncomfortable. I put a fucking bathing suit on. So here I am now on OnlyFans doing something complete. But
And why is your boyfriend always rubbing his flashlight against you?
He's young. He's young.
Oh, look at you.
I got myself a
There's
young
my
man.
girl. Come on, give me a pound on that one.
But I did take off my clothes for the. I was like and it was kind of a political, story. I don't want to get cute about it or precious, but in a lot of ways, me doing OnlyFans was that. It was like, fuck you. Like, I'm not going to play by your fucking rules. I'm going to go make my own fucking money.
I think that's,
and I'm going to take a selfie. Like all these other fucking girls show their everything on Instagram. I don't have a selfie page. Like, I never did that. I was never one of these girls that was like, oh my God, I feel it. Look at my tits. Like, never did that before. No. But the kids were like, do it. Take it, but sell it. And I was like, okay, I'll try. I mean, it was supposed to be a podcast, but we didn't do the podcast. Once the picture went up there, I was like, I'm old and tired. Like, this works, but I'm going to let it ride for a little bit. I don't fucking care.
I mean, first of all, you look really good. Second of all, more than ever, I've noticed in society, maybe it's just LA, that men are into women. Like, there's a lot of men
into old women
who are into cougar age women who've kept themselves up. And, somebody once said to me, Bill, you have no idea what it's like to have sex with a woman in her 40s. And I said to him,
no, I don't.
You're correct. But I get what you're saying because it's a 10,000 hours thing. You know the 10,000 hours thing?
No.
Malcolm Gladwell famously said, anything worth really mastering takes 10,000 hours, like playing the piano. So if you want to learn to play the piano, you got to put in 10,000 hours.
Okay.
And same with fucking. Like, yes, it is kind of a skill that gets better with age. I mean, yes, the 18-year-olds look fantastic, I'm sure, I've heard. But like, of course they're going to be terrible in bed.
Right.
Because they haven't put in their 10,000 hours. And if they have, that's a real hoe.
No,
I mean, if they've got 10,000 hours by 18.
Never a good mom.
That's not a good thing at all.
But yeah, I did it. I did it. I haven't.
Yeah, you should be fine.
I mean,
no
it's-
shame in
listen,
that.
I did it out of desperation. There's no question. So I don't have this fucking like, I feel empowered.
Well,
like if my
people
kid
who
ever
made you,
did that shit,
the people who should be
care.
embarrassed are the people who made you, put you in a state of desperation. They should be embarrassed.
No one made me fucking do anything. I made my choices. I could have faked it. I could have lied.
Right.
I could have used a vaccination card like a lot of other people. But I did get dropped by my agent.
I'm going to make
I got dropped by people.
Really? Dropped by your agent?
Without even a phone call. She was a friend, and she told my manager that she was dropping me.
Fuck them. This town is such a bunch of fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And babies and hypocrites.
I know.
They're just such obnoxious pricks.
But I love everybody.
And my best
I
friends.
don't even care.
All
I
of
know.
you. And also some of the greatest people. I mean, it's just humanity. What can you do? But
Sure.
I mean,
and I'm not bitter. Like, I'm really fucking not bitter about it.
I'm more bitter for you than you are.
No, I'm not, because I already had, I didn't feel like I had much. I was losing my home,
Well,
clearly.
I think
But career-wise, I didn't feel like I had much to lose. I had money to lose, but not something I wanted so bad. So I felt like I had to speak out.
But careers don't go in a straight line, especially acting careers. I mean, somebody would be very smart to grab you right now, because it's like, okay, you loved her, you haven't forgotten her, and then she got a bad break, because that's what America does all the time. They like cast somebody out, and then they go a little while later, oh yeah, maybe we were a little hasty about that. Sorry. And then perfect timing. So I think the timing is right for somebody to put you in something good. I really do.
Thanks.
No, I think that would be a
TV
it would be a
shows,
very smart casting move. It just would.
They're not making TV shows. That's another thing.
Really? They're not making TV shows? Not all the streaming?
There's not a lot of stuff going on.
The
all my
streaming
friends are out of
services
work.
aren't all doing a million?
They overshot themselves
That's
during
true, too.
COVID. Everything is fucked up.
Yeah. Not that they needed another log on the fire of why they hate me, but, I wasn't exactly the biggest supporter of the strike.
No.
And of course,
I'm not a huge supporter, but I understand it because it's streaming.
Yeah, of course. And I'm not against their wishes, but it did come out a few months ago, 40% of the jobs never came back. Yeah. So it wasn't exactly like I was completely wrong about that.
No, but like this movie that I did 2 years ago, was one of the #1 films on Netflix right now. Netflix, and it's nominated for an Emmy this year. It got 2.8 billion streams, and because it was before the strike, we don't get a fucking dollar from that. I don't get residuals from The Sopranos either, because it was cable. And we hadn't really negotiated that yet. So it's fucked up.
Yeah.
So of course I was in fucking foreclosure at that point. After I make sure I work for a certain amount of months, and then I don't work for a while, so I could take care of my kids. So, but yeah. So yes, I did the OnlyFans.
And the kids are how old?
17 and 14.
Wow, that's some very tender ages.
Oh yeah, especially growing up in this shit. I mean, with all this technology, and it is...
So they want to be in this business?
Well, now they both want to be musicians, which is...
No good?
Nerve-wracking.
Why?
It's another entertainment section. It's another place where everybody was canceled. And if you didn't follow the protocol...
Music?
Oh, my God.
Who got canceled in music?
Well, no, but I mean, everybody was fucking woke as hell, except for the 4 people that spoke out, and they were completely demonized. I mean, and the only place you can survive is country music, maybe. And
you talking about like Kanye?
I mean, I can talk about even my own boyfriend.
Why? What did he say?
He ended up quitting his band. And he quit his band over other reasons, because they were not being cool to him.
So you're with another musician?
I'm always with a musician.
That's your type. You're a groupie.
I'm a groupie whore. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm kidding. Now my kids are musicians, so now I can just take care of their music career. But no.
Hey, music goes right to the pussy.
I love music. I thought you were going to say right to the bone, but I guess you were.
I'm just saying you don't have to like intellectualize.
No,
you just
it's the best.
Right.
It's the best. I mean, if I could have, I think that's my number one favorite thing in the world. I think when I was a kid, I loved musical theater, and then I just fell in love with rock and roll when I was a kid, like that. Every musical genre, though, I love all kinds of music. But with my boyfriend and the music thing, once we started Ultra Free, people started calling him a white nationalist, and like both of us, people think that we're like these like racists, and we're like, what? Like, I don't even understand how we got there. Like, I'm a hippie who didn't want to take medicine because I don't even take Tylenol.
Right. I mean,
so now I'm a fucking racist.
You have to be all in, or you're all bad.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the key things I think that we have to solve. And I'm hoping because the Democrats got their ass kicked last time, and
I know you want Gavin Newsom to be the president.
I like Gavin Newsom.
I know you like him.
I do.
You think he's very presidential.
I do.
I mean, he's cute.
He's cute.
Handsome.
I mean, that's not what's doing it for me, but I'm glad.
You like the way he dances
but
when he talks?
I'm glad he has that going for him.
When he does like a pop and look, when he talks about the fires, that was cute.
There's two things that go right to the pussy: music and politics. Wait, no, but I mean, come on, it's not a detriment.
Listen, I was in D.C. for some event that we were at for the Republic, the whole thing during that era, and I couldn't believe the feeling in this hotel that I was in I could feel the sexual, like, degeneracy that previously lived in those hotel rooms. Like, I could feel it. I don't know what it was. I've never said that. I've been living in California my whole life.
Wait, where are we now?
My life.
Where am I feeling this?
In D.C.
No, but where were you?
What hotel was I in?
You were in a ballroom?
I was in a hotel. I was at a hotel.
Where in the hotel?
The rooms, the lobby, everything about DC. The whole place.
Of sex?
The whole fucking place felt like dirty sex to me, man.
Maybe they sprayed it. But wait, just a feeling? You didn't literally smell it.
No, it was a beautiful hotel that we were staying at. Probably.
What hotel? I'm asking for a friend.
You need to know. I can't remember the name of the hotel.
Yersinia Pestis. I'm registered under the name Mr. Pestis. Yes. Could you have some champagne? Sends up to 614. Thank you very much.
Maybe it was called Langham or something. I don't remember what it was called.
But point being that D.C. is...
Well, we're talking about politics and rock and roll going...
Yeah, but I never think of politics as staid and like whenever you...
No, man. This was demonic feeling.
Demonic?
Yes, there was this really dark sexual energy there.
Now,
I swear.
Now, QAnon believes the Democrats are pedophiles.
I don't know anything about QAnon.
Okay,
I'm not brushed
but
up
do you
in
believe
QAnon.
the Democrats are pedophiles?
I mean, I think that there's pedophilia in the world.
In the world, sure.
But I don't think that should be politicized again.
Oh, good.
I think most of these issues should never be politicized. I think that was a funny thing when that was happening, when all of that Sound of Freedom movie came out about that guy that was talking about all the child trafficking and how publications like Rolling Stone and like all of these like pillars of being a liberal, they all came out and said the most awful things about this film. And it's like, who cares about the film? Let's talk about what it's about.
Right.
Like, why do you give a fuck about this movie? Like that it's political and that you don't like it because the right-wing people, I mean, you don't think there's pedophiles on the right too? Like, what the fuck, are you crazy?
That's part of our problem, is that everybody makes their decisions based on the politics of the art and not the art itself.
That was recent, though, right? I mean, I would say that was not a thing before.
Correct.
Politics were always corrupt.
Correct. Well, no, people used to judge the art for the art itself, and the politics was sort of secondary, and now it's the reverse.
Yeah.
That certainly has happened in my business. when I started way back with Politically Incorrect, everybody said, you can't do a show where you give your opinions as a talk show host. You alienate half the crowd. I was like, you know what? I believe the crowd can take it, and they could. But in those days, like Letterman, Leno, Carson, they never told you their politics. Now we moved into an era, Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart and John Oliver. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying that Kimmel, the most important thing was to signal to the audience what your politics are. You had to, and it was always
scripted or brainwashing.
Not scripted, but it was like very predictably just whatever MSNBC was saying. I agree with 100%. That was never my game. What?
Fucking Microsoft Media.
Well, whatever. But like that, and the audience, and of course, half the country was like, well, this is just insulting to me. Whereas Leno, never did that. Leno just played it right down the middle. He just I will make fun of everybody. And that's in a different sort of way what I'm doing also. I mean, I just don't stop criticizing just because you're on the left part. If you do something stupid, I'm going to call it out no matter where you are. And, if people don't pay attention, they don't get it, that, yes, I still think the Republicans are more dangerous because, they don't really believe in democracy anymore and they're doing a lot of harmful things. But, I'm also not going to deny that Trump won because a lot of things did get way out of whack that he said, I'm going to correct. The border shouldn't be open. DEI is out of control. Universities are out of control. He's not wrong about all those things. I just don't agree with his method of addressing them.
Yeah, but some of those things are going to go too far.
But we can talk about it, We should always be able to fucking talk about it. So that's just what I wish people would take away from this podcast, is don't hate people because you don't.
Some people glaze over. Some people don't even know what you're talking about.
Too many people glaze over. And it's like, maybe you're crazy a little too. Anyway, it was great to meet you.
Great to meet you, too.
I'll let you go back to your young boyfriend and your kids who probably are reaching that age where they're going to be...
They're going to torture me, the 14-year-old.
Crazy things. I'm sure you'll handle it. I'm so glad we got to know each other. That's why I love doing this podcast. And I don't know. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right.
Oh my God.
Give me a big Italian.
My fucking ass off.
Really? I'm sorry.
So hot.
Really? I feel like it's delightful.
You do?
Yeah.
Fucking relax. You're stoned. You're in your playroom.
Yeah. I got my bowling shirt on.